We've got Richard Brodie here. We'll have a little word with him after the last 2 away games and your impact in those, and obviously a frustrated, missed sort of home game in between, but we'll come to that. Let's talk about today first of all, Richard. A frustrating game at many times, particularly in the first half for you, but one that came right in the end. What was your take on it?
It was a frustrating game. It's a horrible place to come. Everyone knows, and sometimes you've got to win the games mentally. The good teams will come here and win. Maybe it's not play as well as we can do, but you know, this is where teams get promoted, win the leagues at places like Braintree, and that's no disrespect to Braintree.
Now, thinking about yourself coming in, I mean, any player wants to make a good impact when he joins a new side, but as a striker, and I was a very poor one in my own time, when you go to a new club, that first goal is so important. Yours came quickly and everything just seems to have gone from there for you.
Yeah. You know, it is about goals as a striker, but it's not at the same time. You've got to come in, fit into the way the team plays, meet the new lads, meet the manager, you know, find out how the team wants to play. And to be honest, yes, I do know what the manager wants and you know, the boys, but it's very, very early days, and I still think there's a lot more to come. It was great to get the goal against Dover, being an equaliser. It was even better to get 2 at Guiseley, and today, you know, it's for the lads really, because we deserved it. You know, we stuck together, 1-0 down, and you take the rough with this moving football. You take the pats on the back, and we've had the pats on the back off the gaffer. And fair play, he's come in at half time and he's lost his rag. He gave us a bit of a rocket, which we deserved. But the next stage in the procedure is to react to that, and we did. And you know, we grinded the result out with, like I said before, not playing the greatest.
Also, it's about the service that you get. You know, and I mentioned to you just off air before we went on to the interview, at times you looked a forlorn and a frustrated figure in the first half, and you end up, you know, almost in a constant, you know, argument with the officials, don't you, because you're so frustrated that things aren't going your way. But the experience that you've now got at this level allows you to know that you bide your time and things could change, and then literally with good deliveries into you, and that's key. Things started to change later on, didn't they? I mean, with the goal and with a couple of chances that you created as well.
Yeah, no, I think early on, you know, we knew we were going to cause some problems putting the ball in the box. I nearly scored before half time, and I should have scored. And then all of a sudden we started to try and take quick free kicks, when really percentage tells you, especially in this division, we're all playing at this level for a reason. The more times you put the ball in the box, the more chance you've got of scoring. It might not be pretty, but it's effective. And it proved second half that it was effective, because we've scored the equaliser from a ball in the box and a knockdown, and we've scored the winner from a ball in the box and a header into the goal. And what a feeling. I knew as soon as the header had gone in, but what a ball from Charlie. You know, young lad, he's come in, scored one and made one, and what an impact for the lad as well. But you know, let's kick on. Let's not have a win, a draw, a loss, a win, a draw. Let's try and go and build a win and run, which we're well more than capable of.
Very early in the season still. I mean, some people say it's not really worth looking at the league table till 8 or 10 games. You know, it feels, doesn't it, almost in these first few games, particularly, you know, from a fan's perspective, you win a game, you're going to get the playoff. You lose a game, we're going down, you know. And it's a real roller coaster, isn't it? But it's about how you apply yourself and how you do throughout the season. Yeah, it's a long slog, the conference. I think it's my 10th season. It's a long, hard slog. But like I said, there's places like this you come and you win your league. You don't win your leagues at your Wrexhams, you know, and your Tranmeres. You win your leagues at places like this, and you get results, and you look back on the season and these are forgotten about. But you know, we've got to stick together. We've got to stick together as a group. We've got to build on this result. And hopefully, you know, get a win and run together. You always see a team that puts a run together, and all of a sudden the 13th and then the 6th, you know, within 4 or 5 weeks. It's a long way to go. 40 games left, off 39 games left, and there's so many twists and turns. You mentioned in a previous interview that you were more than happy to come and join Aldershot. You played there a couple of times. You knew the fans could get behind the side, and obviously haven't travelled in great numbers today, but you'll have heard him again from the stands.
Oh, fantastic. I always respected the ones behind the goal at the home end when I played against Aldershot. The same ones turn up, you know, however many miles to Guiseley, you know, singing for the lads and getting behind the lads. And do you know what? It makes a difference. Don't care what anybody says. It makes a difference. You know, when I scored the goal and come off from the injury at Guiseley, and you know, the applause you got coming down, it makes a massive difference. Not just to me, to the lads. You know, when the fans get behind you, and these fans are so, from what I can gather and from what I've heard, are so positive. They just want the boys to do well. And you know, let's get that win for them today, because they've come on the M25, stuck in the traffic on a poor day's weather on a bank holiday Monday, and we've come away with a deserved 3 points really.
And a final word for the gaffer today. It's early days, as we've all said, and he's still finding out who's his best 11, you know, what 11 he can get out on the pitch, injuries given. But he made a fairly bold move today, 2 attacking substitutions, went 4-3-3 and went for it.
Yeah. Hey, listen, the manager knows his stuff. The manager talks a lot of sense. He knows his football, and you know he's come to England, to Aldershot. You know, a little bit into the unknown probably for him, but fair play to him. He does his homework. You know, he looks after the boys, and you know, he's a good guy. Not just footballing wise, he's a good guy to approach. You can talk to him. He looks after the boys, but hey, he only looks after us when we're doing well. And like I said before, we got a bollocking at half time today, which was fully deserved. But we went out and reacted to what he said, and we'll come out with 3 points, and he's over the moon in there now.
Well, enjoy the next few days. Have a good week in training. Look after that groin, and all being well, we'll see you against Halifax next Saturday.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Cheers now.